All right. We have a new story to look at today called Back to School. Okay, see our title nice and big on our page, Back to School. Let's look at the front cover of today's big book, Back to School. So here's our front cover. What do you think this book is about? What clues tell you that? So take a close look at this picture. Okay. Where do you think where do you think this book takes place? What do you think the book is about? There's some clues on this cover. Think about the title, Back to School. Okay, the title gives us a clue. It tells us that it's probably going to be about going into a school. Take a look at the picture. Do you see children? Yes. So that's another clue that tells us that this book is probably about children at school. Is this picture a drawing or a photograph? Well, look at this. Was this something that someone drew or was this taken by a camera? I hope you said it was taken by a camera. This is a photograph. Photographs are pictures taken by a camera. Nonfiction. Okay. Stories that are filled with facts and information about real people, places, things, and events. Okay. So nonfiction means it's a story that is real. Okay. It tells you facts, it gives you information, but the story itself is real. Today's read aloud genre is nonfiction. Remember, nonfiction stories are filled with facts and information about real people, places, things, and events. You will also see real photographs, just like on the front cover of today's read aloud. So, again, the story that we're reading today is nonfiction. Nonfiction means it is a real story. I like to think of nonfiction means not fake. If it's not fake, it's real. What are captions? Let's take a look. Okay. Captions are words underneath or beside an illustration or photograph that explain what it is about. In today's story, we will see that. Look at my example on the left. So we're going to take a look at this picture or this photograph. Okay, this photograph is about giraffes. So we're going to use this caption, which is words, right? They're above this picture, but they could be below or next to it. A group of giraffes standing next to each other. Okay, so that is what is in this picture. It tells us what the picture is about. Captions are important to read because they're going to give us information about the picture. It lets us know exactly what we are seeing. So there again, this is a caption. It's words above or below a picture or maybe next to it that tells us what's in the picture. It's usually separate from the actual story being read. As we are listening and following along with today's story, we will see captions underneath and beside photographs. Listen to what those captions say. Click on the book above to begin listening to today's read aloud. So, as we're listening to the story called Back to School, we want to look at those captions that are underneath and beside the photographs. Okay, listen to what those captions say so that we can understand why the author put them in the book and so that we can see what is in the picture. When we're finished listening to the story, okay, we will do a follow up on the last page that has captions where we listen to the caption, and if by some chance the speakers don't work, which sometimes does happen, you just need a grown up to read you the caption, and then you're going to match the picture to the caption. You'll drag it up to where it belongs. Okay. But before you do that and before you read the book, I just want to go back one more slide and show you this. After you finish listening to the story, let's look at the map to see where some of the story's captions were from. So I'm just going to go over this slide with you now. So some of the captions that are in our story are going to be from these different places. So when you're done, you can take a look at this. The kids were taking notes in Australia. Okay, so this is Australia. Okay, you're going to take a look at this where some kids went to night school in India, and then you have some kids ride a boat to school in Peru, and here's where Peru would be. Okay, so those are things that you're going to see inside your story, and when you're finished, the map will be a little bit more interesting for you to take a look at. All right, enjoy our story for today.